All right, good morning and happy Easter. Today's April 4th. I see we got a nice little sailboat race going on this morning. Thought I'd start up and show some of the progress. So, start in Carlin's room, and you can see that I ran some cable and internet over there, even though she's probably not going to have a TV. And then I finished up all the power for the window blinds, so you can see that those run window to window to window, then go up and over, and then tie together in Crosby's room. On the back side, you can see that the electricians have been in here too. All the gray boxes were theirs. I've got cable and internet run down there. They haven't been up here to do any of the wiring yet. And then you can see some of our handiwork over here. To avoid the engineered trusses, had to go around in a few interesting places to get the wires in there, including through the sidewalls. So that's the camera in the kitchen, I think, that's over there. So lots of boxes around here, not yet wired, obviously. That's where we had to come through the garage to get all the service entrance. Those come up, then go over, and then down into the media closet. And you can see there's a bunch of wires there that I haven't sorted through yet. We come into Crosby's room. I've got one cable running over there in case we do TV or something eventually over there. We've got wiring for his windows. Cable and internet over in this corner. And then this is where all the wires go down to feed the 12 volt for the window blinds. Step through into the office. We've got those all wired for blinds. We have cable and internet over there in the corner. And now you can see that they're starting to do some of the wiring back over here for the media room. So they have started coming up here, just not quite. Ended up moving all these wires to the other wall just because of where I had access coming up from the floor below. Underneath this room is where the big vents go that do the return air and provide air to the kitchen. Did end up running one on the other side for cable and internet in there, just in case I decide to do something with that. I just noticed this is a cracked stud. Probably need to patch that. All right, and that's where our sconces are going to be. I have not wired any of this yet, so let's go downstairs. Kind of see that's where the overhang for the garage comes in, and that's where those wires kind of tuck in. So, if we come down, you have the big panoramic doors, which should be going in pretty soon. You can see a bunch of wiring down here. If we look up top, we've got all those wired side to side to side. Then we go over the range, and then again into Corey's craft room. You can see that over there. I've got a security camera going in up there, Ethernet for putting some, probably one of the routers up in here. And then, I don't know if the barbecue pit was done last time I was here, so we ended up moving it over to that side. All the cables running from the basement go up through here. You can see that those pipes, or those ducts, were what I had to avoid when I was going up. And then this is where all the battery and 12 volt supply is going to be for all the blinds. You can see just have a single one running there. Have power, Ethernet, and cable running up there. Fireplace will eventually go down that way. Then we have a single run for the blind in the bathroom, which goes up and over into the box, and then these three are wired in parallel together. Come out, you can see Tim's been doing a little bit of the Duradeck up here, and the stone guys didn't do him any favors. And then there are my nice boards that they stole for the scaffolding, which I'm not thrilled about and will be probably charging them for. And And the stone is about done, so we'll see that when we go downstairs. So make our way through. Plumbers have been back a little bit. They still have a decent amount of work to do. Go down to the basement. You can see the scaffolding is outside, and also they did a bunch of the wire mesh to attach that to the scaffolding. And downstairs we have panoramic doors, so that's really cool. And those are in place. Most of the wiring is done down here, or a lot of the wiring is done down here. And then we have security camera up there. Cable and internet done over here. Looks like they have not done any of that wiring yet. Then down in the guest bedroom, we have cable and internet. Still haven't fixed the window. And then 1, 2, 3 there for the blinds. Then probably we'll have camera up in the fitness room on the door, and then brought another line up here coming across. 1, 2, need to finish 3. That's what I'm that's what I'm doing next. You can see the wires down there on the floor. All right, so if we step out on the patio, you can see that a lot of the stonework is done. So I've got a nice little apron that comes across right there. And then they did do the stone all the way up the side. A little hard to see this close, but you can see it goes all the way up to the top. And then goes across, and then the panoramic doors from the outside, we ended up going with the cedar frame. I think that looks really nice. I think that was a good choice. So kind of boxes those in. Electricians have not been out here to do the can lights. Just noticed that right now. Maybe because the stone guys were in the way. And we've got lights out here, and this is where they left off with the stone. So if we take a quick walk around the outside, I haven't done that in a while, so if I come back, you can see now a little better what that stone face is going to look like. Ended up doing a 85-15 mix of the white and gray. I think that came out really nice. It was raining yesterday, so they had the tarp on while they were finishing. And then Tim finished up the grading around the side, so in the end we've got this nice flat space over here. Probably even was benefited from the rain, so rainwater tank will go down there eventually. And then you can see that they've got a new set of felt, and they're working on the metal lathe to go around the outside. And all the water is going to come around here to the side near the property line. Well, we'll be going in up there, and then all this got pushed around and is really relatively flat. I think mainly slopes down and away. See a little bit coming down from far away to close. And then in the end, we've got a little bit of a ditch over here that runs along the side of the wildlife preserve, so that anything that's coming down from up there ends up coming down along this side and stays away from the house. So you can definitely tell. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it definitely slopes up from left to right as the video goes. And scaffolding over there, metal lathe is done on this entire side. So trying to get Ricardo back out here to finish painting while the scaffolding's up and before it gets stuccoed. And see that it's a good point to show where the wrap's going on top of the Tyvek, so we'll be double wrapped, so that's good. Some of the hose bibs are going in. Ended up upgrading to frost-free given everything that's going on recently around here. My lovely truck. And you can see the Duradeck is done on the front patio as well, so, or mostly done. Coming up a little bit there, but it gives a little idea of what that looks like. So in any case, I'll leave it at that.